And as far as I'm concerned, listening to this take, this is evil. This is an evil person having...
Oh, let's go. Someone on Twitter, a Twitter lord, came across a video in which a lady who makes YouTube videos reacted to my I Hate Twitter Artist video, or at least some of it. And I know that although the video, as you're about to see, although the video is almost 2 hours long, I believe my shit is only reacted to for like 10 minutes. So don't worry. This is not gonna be like a... Don't say anything. Don't be mean, okay? Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Okay, yeah, most of this video is a reaction to Shadiversity. But my stuff... Look, Harmful Opinions video, #1. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I think YouTube should tell me when people link my video. I link people's videos and it should tell them so that they can see what I say. No, I don't think anyone talks about me in the comments. I was the first video reacted to in this. Everyone's only talking about Shad. Why isn't anyone talking about me? I'm excited to see what gets said about me. Because I don't dog whistle that much. I don't tend to say things where the meaning is hidden. And one group will get it and another group won't. I do something different. I do almost the opposite of it. I don't do dog whistling. I do foghorning in my videos. In my scripted videos, I do something you might want to call foghorning, where I say a very, very, very direct, strong statement that if you have an IQ over 60, you can look past and understand that I've used hyperbole for effect, whether that's to make a point or for comedy. But if you can't get over that barrier, the foghorn, the strong, extreme statement I've said, irrevocably warps you, and you can't look past it. My prediction is that this lady is going to get filtered by the foghorn of me saying artists are scum and you shouldn't listen to them. That is my prediction.
Hello everybody, my name is Ian Kirkpatrick. I'm an author, idiot, and loin streamer. So today is going to be...
I can't understand any of that. Author, idiot, and loin? Loin?
Responding to Shad M. Brooks's terrible opinions regarding generative AI, because recently he put out a video called Why Asmongold is Right About Artists and Using AI. And his track record for generative AI opinions is generally bad, because he doesn't have any respect for the arts. He doesn't have any respect, especially for the visual art.
Why do you have to have respect for it? Make me feel respect for it. What do you mean? Make me! If you're an artist, make people feel things! Fucking Christ.
Doubly depressing, because his brother's entire everything is about arts. And then this is how he just trashes on it. But then you hear about him not even willing to write a novel after
your
this.
opinion.
He's going to use generative AI to write a novel. He doesn't care about arts. He only cares about putting stuff out there and having an...
A lot of people who do not like AI even behave like that. Is she going to have a problem with my video? Is she actually going to disagree with my video when I'm essentially saying what she's saying, but saying that most people reduce themselves to just doing this?
Ego, boosting an ego. So we're going to talk about this.
Yes! Maybe he does, but loads of people do. Okay, she can't have a problem with my video. She can't have a problem with my video. She understands this. Yeah, I didn't even get mentioned. I'm the first video you're responding to. Say my name, please. I'm nothing to these people.
Why? Because these opinions just are so bad that I can't just let them go without responding to them. And hey,
okay,
I'm a nobody, and that's fine.
Stop. Be less generic.
I'm just not going to let really bad opinions get by without actually saying something when I have the ability to say something. I know that I'm not going to change.
I'm not going to let bad opinions get by without me saying something. This is like a bit. This is like a skit you'd see on a show on Adult Swim, making fun of people trying to make pitches but failing.
Anybody's mind if they're like Asmongold or if they're like Shad, but I'm hoping that if you are not one of those people, if you are
like Asmongold. Asmongold did nothing wrong, which is what I said at the start of my video, so she's going to run into that immediately. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Feeling If you're feeling demotivated or depressed because of these people, don't.
Then you're a bitch. Don't? No, it's worse. Then you're just a fucking will-less bitch. With regard to what Asmongold said about the opinions of artists mattering, insofar as the industry will continue to use AI, they don't fucking matter. It has no effect.
Don't feel that way. You don't. I hope that you don't feel alone, because these people have huge channels and they are sending out this information and normalizing this kind of abuse and theft for their own.
Normalizing this kind of abuse. The theft, I presume, refers to utilizing art without consent in training an AI. However, are we going to get acknowledgement that even that, forget whether that is theft or not, that's not inherently required for AI. It's just that the most popular models do that. What's the abuse?
Own personal gain. And so
no, my channel isn't huge. She hasn't referred to me yet, despite me. Hang on. Yo, the reactee starts it. Wait, she skips the start of my video, or do I just not see it in the tracker? Wait, does she only play 2 little snippets of my fucking video? Yeah, no shit, it's gonna seem insane if you play 2 snippets of one of my videos. No shit, if you cut out 2 little snips of one of my videos, it's gonna sound insane and not make any sense because of my fucking rhetorical style. No shit!
I haven't watched this Shad video yet. We're going to go through it together and just respond, and I'm looking forward to hearing your guys' comments down below. But before we get started, there are going to be a couple of things. Number one, if you enjoy what I do here on the channel, please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Number two, if you would like to be featured on the channel, check out the links down in the description below. The number one way to be featured is through Lamai, the monthly prompt writing contest, where I give you a prompt to write a short story using that prompt. And on the first Monday video of the month, we bask
when do I get my name?
Genius, because you guys truly are. The second way to be featured is if you are an indie author and you have a book out or a book that is coming out.
I believe this is a young adult fiction channel, primarily. Primarily, this is a channel that covers young adult fiction, I think.
If you submit your first chapter and your cover, they'll be read here on the channel on every Monday except for the first Monday to hope.
Yeah, Siffy, you don't understand. AI steals from people when they could instead have gotten paid in exposure being featured on this channel, okay?
Help more readers find your work, because they are out there, and I want to do the best that I can to help facilitate the finding of the readers for your creative work. The third thing is, if you'd like to check out any of my books,
facilitate the finding of the readers. That's interesting. That's very similar to something I've done in the past, but I did it a bit differently, so let's see.
You can get them any of your favorite places to get books, including the local library upon request. And now there's one thing that I really want to state before we get started, because obviously with the subject of this,
you better say Harmful Opinions is God right now. Or at least this first video, I really wanted to say that this video is from Harmful Opinions. Please say my name.
I do want to preempt it with this video from Harmful Opinions about Twitter artists.
Let's go.
From the get-go, I know who is going to be attracted to this video, especially if you are a fan of Shad. And if...
Fan of Shad? Oh, I mean, maybe she's right. That could be who's attracted to it. I don't know. I don't know enough about Shadiversity. I know he likes AI stuff, but isn't Shad overwhelmingly like Hema?
Are a misanthropist, if you just hate humanity.
Misanthrope. It's not misanthropist, it's misanthrope. Wait! Oh, is she gonna make me sound insanely based? Holy fuck! I sound so cool, wait.
If you just hate humanity, I do want to preempt it with this video from Harmful Opinions about Twitter artists, because from the get-go, I know who is going to be attracted to this video, especially if you are a fan of Shad. And if you are a misanthropist, if you just hate humanity, if you see no purpose in humanity, there is nothing that we can talk about here, because you will never get me to agree that human life is not valuable.
What the fuck? Wait! What the fuck? Sorry, this is my video where I conclude that you're being an idiot, you can't be replaced by AI. When you say you can, you're saying that you're just a machine.
will never get me to agree that you should be able to steal from humans because you have dehumanized them to the point that they are just logs. That's what they
steal from humans. When I say anything about stealing, I don't think I even discussed how corpuses are formed and how AI is trained in my video. I don't think I touched on that in any way, shape, or form.
They called the subject in Unit 731 in order to get away with feeling fine about doing anything.
They call the units and the subject in Unit 731? Is that the Japanese World War II human experiment stuff? What the fuck did she take from my video?
Anything and everything. There is a long history of dehumanizing whoever you want in order to justify abusing them. And if you are so far gone that one, you don't see a difference between a computer and a person, and two,
I know what she's talking about. I called Twitter artists who say they're going to be replaced. Inferior meat-based image generators? Imagine defending art and being so artless as to not be able to read past face value in that statement. I don't literally mean these people are meat calculators. Holy fuck. If you haven't watched my I Hate Twitter Artist video, do that. Give me the views. But the gimmick of that video is, I say that all these people complaining about being replaced are frauds and not artists because they defend themselves with logic. They defend themselves with appeals to morality instead of using their artistic skills. And the gimmick of that video is that instead of me using logic or appealing to morality or anything, I try to go for emotions. I use a lot of figurative language. I use a lot of hyperbole. That's the gimmick. I try to lead by example on strike directly at people's feelings. I even explicitly unveil it at the end. Oh God, this is what she took from this. I'm too powerful. I'm so powerful of an artist that with my 8-minute video where I talk with tiny rogues in the background, she became fearful of an artist genocide. That's how inspiring and how emotionally loaded my words were. Holy shit.
You actually worship computers and
so good.
Technology over human life. There is nothing that we can do. And I'm sorry.
Over human life? Did she just read I have no mouth and I must scream? I don't think any part of my video could be considered advocacy for death or killing or represent any kind of threat to human life. I even have a video on my channel about a potential doomsday AI scenario and the ways in which AI is a threat, or ways in which AI art can be a threat to humanity as a propaganda tool.
But you are just completely disassociated from humanity to the point that you don't see.
So I'm not human. Right. What? People who dehumanize others are disassociated from humanity. Okay, nice meme.
People anymore. And that's why I want to bring up harmful opinions, because
I love that when she does that, she has to pop up this little goofy game. This little goofy game where you're a little man throwing a pretend pixel axe. And it's on the screen. I don't know. One person in the comments picked up on the absurdity of what's on screen versus the subject matter. No. She didn't say I'm not a person anymore. I think she said can't see people. Hang on.
Worship computers and technology over human life. There is nothing that we can do. And I'm sorry, but you are just completely disassociated from humanity to the point that you don't see people anymore. And that's why I want to bring
disassociated from humanity to the point where you don't see people anymore.
Up harmful opinions, because listen to this.
He didn't say artists are scum, don't listen to them. Not at all. Nothing like that. But that is what I'm going to say. Artists are in fact scum, and you shouldn't listen to them. No, no, you have to. We make the things you love. It's immoral to not protect our profession when you've enjoyed things we've made. It'll all disappear if we get screwed, say the Twitter artists, more or less. But I'm not really feeling anything from these feeble cries.
There we go.
For some reason. Strange. If only artists had some way of striking directly at my hardened heart, you know, some sort of tool set to evoke an emotional response from me and sway me to their side. But they don't. So instead they appeal to morality. They appeal to logic. Because they're not artists at all. They are heartless, soulless, mindless automata going through the motions of artistry and technique, but with nothing behind their brushstrokes and swishes of stylus on tablet. Inferior, meat-based AI image generators.
Is she gonna cry? Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. Right, foghorned. Foghorned indeed. Hint, hint, hint. Notice how I say these people are just using logic? And they're trying to say, it's trying to appeal to morality and tell you it's the right thing to do? I thought you were supposed to be fucking artists. Make me feel something. Art at me. Art at me. Do it! Ah! Make me feel something. Are we going to see an appeal to morality here? To logic?
So humans are not humans anymore.
Ah! This is so fucking good. This is so good. You know what she reminds me of? Did you ever see the video of... There's a lady, she's at some sort of display she's set up with Monster energy drinks everywhere, and she's explaining how Monster energy drinks are evil. Bottoms up and the devil laughs. Listen to harmful opinions. Humans are not humans anymore.
Look, if you've already dehumanized persons, an individual, to the point that you don't see them as a human anymore, there is no way that they are going to be able to sway your emotions, because you've already said...
They don't even try. I don't even need to know it's them. What does art do? Is something art does not evoke emotion? You can't do that? I can't do it. It's too hard. Arting is too hard because you're like... But I'm saying this about people who haven't even tried to do that. I get that she doesn't understand what I said at all. But can she not see? I mean, face value in what I said is they're not even trying to strike at the emotions. They're not even trying. These so-called artists who supposedly have the ability to interface with our feelings, to form forcefully concepts in other people's minds and express them to us in ways that no one else can. They're not even trying. They're not even trying to do it. Why not? The answer to that can't be, because you've already dehumanized me. No, I'm saying they're the same as a soulless machine if they're not going to do that. The point is they're not doing that, and that's how I'm describing them as being a machine, like AI. Because they're just doing what AI does, just spitting out fucking logical outputs, right? Instead of trying to bear their feelings or cause an emotional reaction in other people.
They do not matter. You've already called them worms. You've already called...
Did I call them worms? Probably. Whatever. Yeah. Twitter artists are worms. That's pretty good.
them vermin. There is...
Oh, okay. Oh, no. Are we slowly slipping over to, Is she trying to go to, like, Holocaust rhetoric? I called them an inferior, meat-based, image generator. I'm not saying they're not a human. It's a metaphor. It's my description of them as a human. Does she know what a metaphor is? They're not actually like a meat-based AI. I'm saying, despite what they are, being made of meat, being a person, they're functioning in a way an AI might. If you don't want to be replaced by AI, stop fucking doing that. Use what you have as a person. But they're not. Instead, they try to argue instead of producing art.
Nothing that person can do. And as far as I'm concerned, listening to this take, this is evil.
Holy fuck! In response to me saying these people aren't artists, all they do is appeal to logic and appeal to morality instead of going for my feelings. First she went for logic. Oh, therefore what he's saying is humans aren't human. And now she's appealing to morality! He's evil. This is evil. You're doing what I said you do instead of art. Is this a bit? Is she doing a joke? Is she playing along with what I said?
This is an evil person having...
Oh, let's go.
This evil take. This is an evil take. This is an evil disposition. I don't know anything about this person beyond this thing.
This thing? Literally this part of the video. The video is 7 minutes 47. At the end of the video, for the people who aren't too spastic to like flip out before listening to the whole thing, I say, hey, sorry if the shit at the start pissed you off. I was making the point about making people feel things. Maybe you felt a bit of what I felt. Meaning, I was trying to lead by example, make you feel something. You should make me feel something about AI. To convince me on AI art, you're gonna have to make me feel something. Apparently I was too good and I made her feel something to the part that she had to stop my video 2 minutes in. So it didn't quite work. It didn't quite work. I was too powerful.
But if this is his take on humans, on other people...
My take on humans? Yeah, that if you're just logicking and appealing to morality and you're calling yourself an artist and what you do art, then yeah, you're just a meat-based image generator. That doesn't mean you are not a human, you are not a person. It's expression. You're meant to... Sorry, to be clear, this lady is running a channel that I believe is based around literature, books, writing. I'm not saying they literally are that. I'm describing the way they behave as reducing them to that. Not literally.
This is an evil opinion. It's not about protecting the profession. It's not people crying because the job is going away. It's
No, it literally is. There are many, 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 many examples. And that is what Asmongold's take was about.
People saying you are stealing from me. You are slapping me in the face. You are abusing me. Stop. And you're saying, oh, I'm sorry.
No. There are large respected artists who even address that even if it's done without taking art for a corpus, without consent, it will still have a massive impact on the industry.
I don't freaking care. Cry harder, little bitch. That's what you're doing here. This is an evil...
I wish I was doing that, because that's badass.
...perspective. So if this is you, if you believe that humans are nothing more than robots in meat suits, this is not...
No, if you behave like that, you can be described like that, yeah.
Not going to be a video that means anything to you, and I'm already seeing you cry. Go in the comments saying cry more artists. This is also minimizing every single artist that is on Twitter. It's not just, I don't know who this person thinks
minimizing every artist that is on Twitter
is on Twitter, but it's a bunch of small artists, especially from other countries and from
countries other than what? Other countries? Just the countries that are other? I don't think me and her are in the same country even.
Looking at the comments down here, that somebody said that this guy is from New York. So
Hex! It's your comment. I said in the video that I'm from New York. She didn't even get that far into the video.
You're stealing from people from poorer countries while you live in one of the most...
Wait, how am I stealing from people from poorer countries? Wait, how am I? What the fuck? Do you think she's aware that you can train a generative AI on anything? You can train it. You could just make a ton of MS Paint drawings and train a generative AI with them. Who am I stealing from then? Who's being stolen from? What if I only train a generative AI with images that I've obtained the right to explicitly do that with? Is that theft? Just because some examples of AI, and granted, the large models do that, doesn't mean you have to do that or they all do that. Right? Also, this point's kind of isn't a point. I don't know if stealing becomes less wrong, dependent on just how wealthy the country people come from is.
Privileged places on the planet.
Privileged places? Sure.
And saying cry more. Absolutely.
Did I say cry more? Oh, the people commenting would say that, but then she's talking about me. I just want them to make art. I just want these artists to make art. I'm saying if you're an artist, make fucking art. Don't try and logic me to your side. What are you fucking doing?
Anyway, let's get into the main of this video. I just wanted to preface with that because, again, if you're a misanthrope, there's nothing to do here. And
she said it right. She said misanthrope. Well, she said misanthrope instead of misanthrope, but it is misanthrope, not misanthropist. That's like evil philanthropy.
From everything that I've seen, I've determined that you put your thoughts out there, and there are some things that you're just never going to convince people of, and that's fine.
I mean, if you're not an artist, sure. If you're a fraud, if you're not an artist, then yeah, you have to accept that there are things you can never convince people of. Are an artist, I think you could probably strike anyone with any feeling regarding anything if you have true mastery of artistry, right?
Fine. I'm not talking.
Maybe my expectations are too high.
To you, if you are one of those people. I'm not talking to the persons that already hate me, if that's how it is. Because I'm not going to get anywhere. I'm going to get mocked, I'm going to get laughed at, and because I'm already put in the area of...
So did she use this filter? Does she explicitly have the right to use this filter?
The worms. And so what I'm doing is speaking to the people who this person is attacking and dehumanizing and saying don't matter.
Oh,
who Shad is agreeing with.
Wait, who Shad is agreeing with? Does Shad agree with me? I don't think Shad would agree with me. Haven't we watched a little bit? Oh, I read some of Shad's comments on AI, and I disagreed with his characterization of it and what he said about it. We're both vaguely on the same side in that I don't think AI art is the fucking devil. Yet.
Before we get into it, pay attention to Nathan's body language, because throughout this...
Body language mentioned. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah. So that's it in terms of me being exposed. I am evil. I am like a Nazi. Dehumanizing Twitter artists. Sorry, wait. She was more specific. I am like Unit 731, which I believe, I'll double check, I think it's the Japanese unit during World War II. I guess you could call them Nazis, but more Nazi-aligned, or Nazi-allied. They are the unit that did the human experimentation, right? There's a movie about them. And they're popular on the creepy side of YouTube, when everyone's like, ooh, creepy real stuff. The Men Behind the Sun, that's the one I'm thinking of. Although, yes, I am from New York, I just don't live there. In fact, I live in quite a poor area right now. Quite a deprived area, so I guess it's okay for me to say AI is cool. Oh yeah, I forgot, that's a good point. I had this ready, thank you for reminding me. Kirk Patty Cake, the woman who finds me to be evil. We want to make sure she knows I'm evil, right? We have no respect for art. We hate mankind. I want to see if her art can touch my soul. I'm going to give it a chance to turn me around. This video is called Almost Everything I Drew in 2023. Open mind, please. This is what AI will take from us. The soul of mankind laid bare before you. I bet this motherfucker has said that AI can't do hands. Why does she have 4 dicks? This is the visual art equivalent of watching someone tune their guitar. That's horrifying. That's real creepy. This is the best piece because it's really creepy and the mouth is horrifying. Bobby Hill has possessed this woman's body. By the way, to be clear, I'd like to just confirm what the lady said. I despise humanity and hate all artists, and wish for them to be replaced literally by machines. I wish for their physical forms to be destroyed and have them replaced by machines. That is why I live with and I'm dating an artist with a degree in fine arts. That is why on my YouTube channel in the past I've done something called the Blacklist Collection, wherein artists who have been discriminated against in some way, I invite them to produce a piece of art where the only requirement, of course, was that it had to have harmful opinions theme in some way. That could have just been colors. They could have literally used the words harmful opinions. And I I gave them the majority of what came from merch sales with that design on it, sometimes the entirety, depending on their situation. Gregory Allen Elliott, for instance, was having a very hard time as an artist, so I did that with him, and I raised several thousands for him and gave 100% of that to him instead of it being a split, like it would be for the other people. And yes, I wish the total destruction of all artists, and I hate mankind. Yeah, she's correct. She's correct. She understands exactly what I'm saying. Yes.